just blue? Insane. I don't have the symbol, but... Surely I'm not insane.
Huh. Snow. Remember, tend to your boots when we return.
So close. Do I want to fight him? Not really. Also, just 'cause it's... I can go with him.
In the name of the Prinzessin! At the ready! Oh. So fun, really different, to be honest.
Barbados, guide us.
Oz, reveal! Let it rain!
Time for retribution!
By royal decree.
Not so hard!
I'll race you there. Get him. Reveal thyself. I summon the.
No one escapes! Barely a scratch!
By royal decree.
Wind, hear me! Go, go! Not so hard!
Odds reveal.
Verdict is...
It's a shame Kyle's not level 9 yet.
Listen, as long...
This realm. If you ever had.
I think the challenge. Also, legend. I have figure on his. It's enough, I guess, maybe.
This realm is truly.
That's weird, no? Switch.
Let the wind.
I have no interruptions of you.
Good morning. I wish you a success. If there is anything.
Oh. Just be so spread out and for what? Wait a minute, I have Mahita.
What's the picture? I think it's...
I always found the forest in Inazuma too gloomy, and the ones in Snezhnaya too frigid. This one, though, seems warm, humid, teeming with life. Nothing to make me hate it so far. Huh? Why are you so surprised? I have good moods every once in a while too, you know.
I'm doing that. Right after.
I see. So you've combined all your favorite sights from your travels into one. Like picking all your favorite candies out from a huge pile and building your dream house with them. Do you mind?
I mean, I don't mind, that's just a little bit weird.
A very diverse range of plants you have here. Clearly, you have a keen interest in botany. Excellent. If nurtured, a budding interest can become a fruitful source of knowledge. In fact, why don't you tell me about each of these species? Their growth habits, preference. Don't worry. I'm here to fill in anything you leave out. I have a feeling it'll stick in your memory this time.
And it did hit me to marry.
This place feels... Yes, when I was gathering herbs, I rested somewhere. It was like this place. So, this place is safe. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're looking at it, but I'll take it. And you.
Awesome! This little street of eateries is pretty similar to Juhu Rock, but if you look closer, there are a lot of differences too. Let's go look at different restaurants together and see what makes it. After that, I'll open another Wanman restaurant right here.
Oh. Like Senku. I heard her voice and started laughing.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back? Ah!
Where's mom? Yes. have math somewhere in one in Jake's games that I want to scroll up to. $100 divided by 10. No. Sounds a lot more manageable. Doesn't it? Damn, that's remarkable chest. But yeah. Such beef with Fontaine, Smyrna, and that stuff.
I always love to take a stroll around the night market after a performance. This street has a striking resemblance to those back in Liyue. It really feels just like being there. Let's take a stroll around here tonight then. What do you say?
Into which? I already have, I guess.
Ah, you've arrived. If you could manage to find the time to sit and enjoy an opera together, or share a pot of tea, taking a moment to slow down and enjoy the finer things in life is always beneficial to your body and soul. Yes, you needn't worry. Everything here seems to be in good order, not to mention the delightful scenery. I think I will have no issue residing in such a pleasant place. I have a habit of going to an open space every morning to rehearse my voice. It can be difficult to find a suitable place where my singing won't disturb anyone in Liyue Harbor, but here, that is not a problem at all.
She should do it with Barbara.
How kind. I do appreciate your courtesy. However, in my practice routine, I tend to go over my whole repertoire, both singing and reciting. I may suddenly be acting dreadfully mournful one moment, and then practicing a hysterical laugh the next. I fear such a kaleidoscope of outright emotion may scare you. I would much rather prefer to offer you a complete and fully prepared opera instead.
I
Great.
understand, but also
Thank you for your kind understanding.
Guess we can rest a bit.
why don't you just mute that one? I'm so close. Huh.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
This realm is...
That's not what I wanted to do. But okay.
If you ever have...
No, me that's from Tub.
This realm...
I don't know why I keep...
If you ever have...
Love not a 900.
Uh-huh. An open-air hot spring. Judging from the amount of steam, I can reasonably infer that the water is perfect. When I'm soaking in a hot spring, my inspiration soars, like steam rising from the hot water. I gotta say, this is fantastic. Seems you really know how to live it up.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Not just half an hour in a hot spring is enough to get rid of all the fatigue. Do you mind if I take a dip now?
Oh, it is. We'll get to the Nod-Krai segment of today after we beat up the Oceanid.
An assassin from our homeland, or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chainsa. Coveting the shapes of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment. The power of water is its ability to take any shape. Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Oz, reveal thyself!
One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors. Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold. The power of water is its ability to take any shape. We seek but a small haven of tranquil waters. Is that so much to ask for? As long as rain falls and rivers flow. Will exist
Things are going a little too smoothly today.
Just what will we come? Windblade.
Barbados, guide us.
Thank you.
What a pleasant surprise.
Oh, that is so Roughly halfway through. This is 3 feet netted.
I hope the others find some.
Never did it. Seems a little nice for American Kono I am mindless with similar to that. Enhancement of some length, reinforced space with that. A source of aid through stairs careful since right in position. Anytime. That's what I thought. Probably. So I can do just that.
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
Yeah, they don't need to.
Huh? In a way, I suppose I am. I have no idea what to do about my thesis. Anyway, I'm Layla, a Ratawa student at the Academy. If that was the case, I would have already left on my own. This might sound strange. Due to... yeah. But that's not all. I really don't know. Maybe the stars above decided to help out after seeing all the... but there's no... It comes down to my own... Oh no. Yes, but the wisdom seal... if you want its help, all you have to do is... no one knows who or what it... But getting an answer all comes down to the Sealy's mood. Sometimes, all I can do right... who knows if it... Trying my luck with an... you're right. I need to keep a level head. I don't have time to waste. But what do we do from here? I can't just go back and start packing to leave. Rest? But my deadline's just around the corner. Oh, I don't think I can afford to rest right now. You do have a point. Oh, sorry. I tend to panic easily, as you can see. Then how should I rest? I definitely won't be able to sleep. As soon as I close my eyes, all kinds of thoughts start floating into my head. Oh, that's a good idea.
Alexa, shut up. No, she's right there.
sit down here and have some coffee and sweets. It'll help me put my thoughts together. No. We're here to rest. My
Oh, hey, Layla.
Huh?
I'm one of Layla's classmates. I just came by to say hi. We just submitted our theses and we're totally beat. Seeing how relaxed you look, you must have already—
Oh, no,
You say that every time we talk, but you've never missed a deadline. Not only that, your papers are always well written and thorough. Your advisor is constantly praising your work. Yet you're always going around saying stuff like, I can't make it, I don't understand, I'm super worried. That kind of talk doesn't reflect your work at all, you know.
Well,
Why so hostile?
For starters, she doesn't even try to participate with the group at all. It's one thing that she's not willing to help us, but she doesn't even bother showing up for our discussion meetings. Every time we come to see her, she looks out of sorts and on the verge of a breakdown. It's not like we can't finish our own theses without her, but no one wants to always see her this way.
I know. Sorry.
Everyone is entitled to their interests. Just because one of some other
Whatever. There's no point in starting an argument here. If you think she can justify her behavior, then that's your opinion.
No, I'm the first.
Thanks for standing up for me. I really want to help the others, but most of the time I'm barely scraping by myself. There's very little I can— Yeah, I can't ever tell my classmates about that. I'd be a mess if they ever reported it to my advisor. It's really just a big misunderstanding, and there's nothing I can do about it. Everyone just gives me weird looks and judges me. It's making it really difficult to find friends.
Are you friends with like
It's actually pretty rare for someone to actively engage in a conversation with me, like you do.
I think in this situation now.
What do you mean?
You think with the blessing from the stars of some external power outside of your control, and by improving yourself and relying on external power from the academy.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Seems you know just as well as I do. The thing is, I'm terrible under pressure. That's just my nature. Even the thought of everyone's expectations back home is enough to make me feel nervous. And the more nervous I get, the worse things become around me. Take what Munira just said, for example. I don't think I'll be able to get it out of my mind for the entire day. That means I won't be able to relax at all today.
I should fix the hand and hands on too. It's really the fun way if you can
Completely relax? But we're at a cafe. Is this not relaxing enough?
You're taking it seriously.
I know, but... Alright, no more buts. My life is a mess because of the decisions I've made for myself. I should listen to your advice this time. How do I completely relax? Sightseeing. That does sound pretty nice. I haven't set foot outside the academia in quite a while. I used to enjoy visiting the rainforest,
but it's been a while since I've been there. Maybe a lot has changed. Okay, why don't we go there and take a look?
This is not the first. What isn't this? Canaries. Stuff. Ingredients.
Even the air here feels more relaxing. I just want to forget about the thesis altogether. I'm just kidding. Knowing me, I'd only be able to forget about it for a little while. This doesn't count as trying to avoid my problems, does it?
Your state of mind and distress is important. As efficiency if this is problems that you're
That's quite the legitimate excuse. No, it's more of an explanation. Even I'm starting to get bolder with my words. I grew up in a place like this, looking into the distance now with the breeze in my face makes me feel like a kid again. Oh, those were the happiest days.
Do you usually raise a kid?
I had a bunch of friends back then, and we would go pick wild berries in the woods. No matter what ingredients we found, we would cook them over a fire, and whoever lost one of our games would have to eat all of it.
That sounds a little
No,
intense.
it wasn't that bad. It really depended on how lucky you were. Grilled apples and sunsettias are actually quite delicious.
Why don't we have some of those?
Sure. I haven't done that in ages. Let's go. Apples and zaytun peaches were the most popular fruits back then.
I see.
Oh, and of course, grilled fish is delicious too. Oh, fish skin releases oils while cooking, which drip into the fire and cause it to burn even brighter.
I should do this more often.
But we would always get yelled at by the grown-ups if they caught us sneaking into the river to catch fish. What's the big deal? We just want to swim. That's what we used to say. But now that I think about it, it really was quite dangerous. Thank goodness nothing bad ever happened. I think we found it.
I'm not ready doing that.
I think we Alright, these should be enough. There's nothing like the smell of fresh ingredients. They already smell delicious. I'll be here cleaning the ingredients. By royal decree. Mmm, fresh food is the best. I feel like I've traveled back in time. We all used to run around in the woods when we were kids. Trees and mud was the world we knew best. It doesn't matter how long I'm away from the forest, I won't ever forget the feeling of running through the trees. Oh, how about you? Can you relate to that feeling? It's almost like not knowing the world will change or ever expecting it to change.
Do adventures rarely ever stay in one place. I hope I can experience that feeling one day.
Whatever the case, it's a very warm feeling. In the end, I passed the admissions exam, and the life I had led came to an abrupt end. Later, as I sat in a lecture at the academia, my mind started to wander and I began to think about home. It was then that I realized how long it had been since I went back. I can't go back anymore, and other similar thoughts started to come to mind. I guess I'm still not used to being in the academia yet.
There is a purpose for this
You're right.
life.
So we should let go of the past. I suppose this is also part of growing up. But reminiscing about the carefree life of being a kid sure works wonders for the mind. You start missing those moments once you leave them behind, and that's part of moving forward. From now on, I'd like to cherish every single day of my life, even when it's not the smoothest of rides.
Everything will get better. I know you can do it.
I'll take the compliment. A little bit of sugar and I thought it'd be impossible for me to enjoy, but now I feel like I'm fully enjoying myself. It's really great. So, what are we doing next?
It's nice to just roam around.
You're right. I've been doing research for so long that I'm used to having a certain routine. A carefree stroll. I like the sound of that.
Also, hundred machine. I thought we were just being careful.
Wow. I never knew there was such a large lake here. It's so beautiful. The feeling of cool lake water can wash away all your troubles. Can you wait for a minute? I'd like to wash my face. I think it'd be... I can't remember the last time I went swimming.
I might not even know how to
That's
anymore.
impossible. It's one of those things you never forget.
Okay. I'll try to.
That's
Wait.
something else.
No. Wait, we're starting already?
Wait, Vernie, a sword?
The night is cold.
Oh, I should worry about drowning. You can just squeeze after me, huh?
As expected, I lost. How would I be able to beat an adventure at something like this?
I think your words from the
Really? Among my childhood friends, I was considered one of the more athletic ones. But that's just like how I used to think that I had a gift for learning. After coming to Sumeru City, I realized that I only thought that because my hometown is such a small place. On top of that, I'm getting weaker and weaker because I'm barely able to sleep nowadays. There's no way I can bring myself to brag about anything now.
You really are too much.
Please, you're always encouraging me. I'm starting to feel embarrassed. But swimming again really feels great. Every muscle in my body was engaged. I probably wouldn't have to worry about my thesis if I turned into a fish, don't you think? I'm just kidding, of course. I'm sure fish have worries of their own. I'm quite content with how things are right now. Let's keep going, shall we? There's a mushroom here. You want to jump on it to see what's up there? I
should get real. That's fine then.
My mind is completely blank. I need to get out and unwind.
Outrider Amber, reporting. I'll take care of it.
This is mushroom removal. I'm lucky if I hire him, I just think if I having like 27 directs.
We've walked pretty far now, but I barely felt the time pass. I've been staring at books in my thesis every day. I've forgotten how nice and happy life actually can be. You're right. no matter how much of a hard time I'm having in academics, I should still find the time to look after myself and fulfill my needs. You really understand more about life than I do.
What do you want to take the opportunity to release your stress?
Release my stress? Oh, I see what you... but it's a little
Everybody came, we should make the best
uncivilized.
of it.
Alright, I'll give it a try. Just promise not to laugh, okay?
I would never laugh. Is that not one?
Ah! What an amazing day!
It feels like my entire body is bubbling with excitement after yelling like that. This happiness was so common as a child, but before I knew it, this feeling was buried in the bottom of my heart. It's getting late. Why don't we rest here for a while? I'll tell you some interesting... Oh, but it's alright if you don't want to listen to that kind of stuff. We can also tell jokes about life, or talk about anything you're interested in.
We can talk about whatever you'd like.
Okay. Then, the only reason I ever chose to study astrology is because of how beautiful the stars are at night. That's all. My teacher told me that nature possesses a certain power that grants people an equal amount of kindness and fairness, regardless of the different talents they may possess. And that's why I wanted to call the kind person who's always helping me as the blessing from the stars. The stars in the sky are something that brings happiness to people.
Yes, they truly are.
Everything about home is filled with purity and passion. My memories of that place are wonderful. I never want to forget them. If I were to ever discard anything so pure, I don't think I'd ever be able to find a place to anchor myself in the vast sea of knowledge. That's why, no matter how tiring or how hard it gets, I won't let my family down. They are already an important part of me.
That's another reason not to lose yourself in the face of pressure.
Yeah, thank goodness you were there to help me out, or I don't know where I would have ended up. We probably still have a while until the stars come out. Only kids sit around like this, waiting for the stars to appear.
Aww.
Let's sit down here and have some coffee and sweet.
I want to talk about this problem head on.
Face it head on? What should I do?
Just right now,
Do you really think I
into
can?
different tasks.
Oh, the theory sections are pretty much finished. I'll be able to finish organizing. As of now, I'm missing crucial. And then there's the preparation for my thesis defense. I'll need to mentally prepare.
That doesn't sound too difficult. I should be able to.
What? Thank you. Thank you so much. You're so kind. Okay, I'll do my... first on the list is the experiment to get observational data. I actually had it all planned out several days ago and even borrowed a celestial globe from a Mahamada. However, the weather was rainy every single day after I borrowed it, and there were a lot of people waiting to borrow the celestial globe, and I wasn't able to extend. That's why I still haven't performed the necessary observations yet. I don't know. That's right. The celestial globe is a high-precision device used specifically for research. Huh? Why the Adventurers Guild? Oh, I see. Okay.
Why doesn't Trevor just tie us in the deep?
Ad Astra Episosk.
I'd like to... I have a commission... Right.
I don't know anything about astrology, so However, one of our requesters happens to be in astrology, and after the Adventurers Guild helped him out, he indicated that perhaps we could arrange a meeting between you two.
Really?
You're welcome. It's my job to provide it. The man's name is Azam. Here is his address.
Catherine's just handing out people's addresses now.
Yes, I am. Ah, I see. Well, if it's a request from an adventurer, then I'll be happy to help you. I just so happen to have the device that you're looking for. Let me fetch it and show you, just to be sure.
Yes, this is it. Thank you so much.
Wait a minute.
Sorry.
To be honest, judging by what stands before me, astrology is a hobby of mine, and these devices have cost me both time, which is why I don't let just anyone borrow them on a whim.
Oh, that's complete.
How about this? I don't need a deposit or anything. If your explanation proves satisfactory, then I'll lend you the device.
Share the...
Nervous. Just so much for now.
Alright, I'll try. But I can't disclose the actual details to you.
Yes, that would be fine.
You're probably aware that astrologists rely on the movements of celestial bodies to calculate the past and the future, as well as attempt to summarize the correlating principles, correct?
Of course.
My current research is about a certain phenomenon called astral shift.
Interesting. That's not a topic any ordinary person would be familiar with.
Oh, okay. Well, in short, it means that the results derived from astrology are prone to change. As time continues to flow, the stars change and everything else becomes affected by this change. However, what's actually driving the change is what's worth investigating.
I think that it might just be another law of nature.
If the changes follow a certain pattern or routine, then it could be explained as some law. But the changes are manifold, even when considering just a single star.
The changes could be resulting from a simple single orbit shift, or it could be a more complex double orbit, or even a triple or quadruple orbit shift. These phenomena have a dramatic effect on astrological conclusions. What I'm working on now is the research and prediction of the triple orbit shift phenomenon.
Triple orbit? By yourself?
Yes. That's right.
You do know that adding an extra star to the equation increases the computational workload by more than tenfold, right?
It does get a little complicated, but it's still manageable with the use of a few self-invented techniques and a large number of star logs and star charts. Which leads us to why I'm in need of a high-precision celestial globe.
Amazing. I suppose I should never have judged a book by its cover. I thought...
Do I really look...
Don't worry. I'm just joking. It would make me extremely happy if my collection could assist a Just make sure you return it to me once you're done.
Oh, thank you so... Good thing Azam was willing to hear me
understand
out.
a word of that, but you did
Really?
great.
I was just explaining what it is I'm trying to do.
You're studying the sure science of becoming a great
Really?
researcher.
I guess even the hardest recording and comparing data will be much... Let's continue with the plan. Can you help me with the rehearsal of my thesis defense?
You're quite welcome. It makes me happy to see my equipment being used to its potential.
I'm gonna come back and see you again. As just to see if you remember me.
This seems like the best spot to do this. We'll need to be quiet so we don't disturb anyone. So here's what will happen during my thesis defense. After I present my thesis, the advisors sitting below will begin to ask questions. Theoretically, I should be able to answer any questions related to my thesis. However, I tend to get really nervous when my advisors look at me, and I end up completely forgetting what I plan to say. That's why I want to rehearse and practice presenting my points in front of someone.
I'm the relevant academic advisor.
That's right. You should have gotten the gist. It's okay if your questions are a little off. I'll still treat them as real questions from...
Got it ready?
Wait. All right.
Do you know about the great machine?
Is this something that I didn't prepare for at all? I'm sorry. I'm not...
You okay? Did I break you?
I'm sorry. I haven't been sleeping very well lately. I tend to get dizzy from time to time, but don't worry, I'm fine now.
You sound different.
What's wrong?
You didn't answer my
sorry.
question.
Can you please repeat the question? I didn't hear you clearly just
I don't think
now.
it's an issue for everyone that you heard me. You speak very differently from the one right now.
Alright. I guess the cat's out of the bag. Of all the times to wake up. You're Layla's friend, right? And from the looks of things, the two of you are preparing for her thesis defense?
Yep, and you must be the blessing from the
With
stars.
her long-term sleep deprivation, whenever her anxiety peaks, she loses consciousness and I take over. However, her unpredictable and varying sleep patterns are completely out of my control, so I have to make every second count. There's no one willing to help her here, so I have to step in. I am rather curious about you, though. Why are you trying to help her?
Well, she's found out the side of the Facebook problems every sees head on. She's working very hard on it.
That's great. You're helping with all the things that I used to do for her. Seems like you've given her a boost of confidence with your encouragement. Now then, I can't really help her prepare for the thesis defense, so I'll be leaving some notes behind instead. You'll have to give them to her later. Okay, I should get started on those notes. If there's anything you— Oh, and I have to ask a favor. When you give the notes to her later, please don't tell her about my existence.
What's that?
Well, she's always been in a fragile— She might feel like everything she's ever worked for is pointless, and that could lead to some demoralizing thoughts.
She already got those.
She's a resilient girl, but no matter how resilient she may be, no one can hold up to criticism and torment from themselves. If her condition grows any worse, it's possible that I might cease to exist as well. Then there wouldn't be anyone to help her.
Which is not doing very well now either, to be fair.
She's getting better though, isn't she? It's apparent how hard she's working now. She's my source of knowledge. I'm merely the representation of how she would be if she were rested and healthy. I believe that she's one of the best, even in a place like the academia where geniuses come by the handful. But growth is a process and shouldn't be rushed. I will always believe in and support her.
Good that she has, she managed to hit Parker then.
Believe me, even if she were to end up at rock bottom, she'd find a way to somehow laugh it off as one of her silly mistakes and climb her way out. That's the kind of person she is. Alright, I've written down all the possible questions that I think the advisors might ask. Next, I'll put together a few words of encouragement for her. I'm not going to sign it, obviously. Oh, and don't forget about our agreement.
But for me, don't you always work alongside her? Huh. That's not what I wanted.